The restriction when calling a function, user-defined function that are called from a SQL expression must be stored in the database. The user-defined function that you are calling in a select statement, it must be present in the database, be stored in the database, accept in parameter with valid SQL data type, not the PSQL specific type. It return the valid SQL data type, not a SQL PLSQL type. When calling a function in SQL statement, you must own the function have execute privileges. So you have the rights for execute privileges. If you are not having execute privileges, you are unable to execute the PLSQL statement. You need to enable the parallel enable keyword to allow the parallel execution at a time if you want to execute the function. So in that cases we are using parallel enable keyword. So here the description has given here the user defined PLSQL function that are callable from the SQL expression must meet the following requirement. The function must be stored in the database. The function parameter must be in and of valid SQL data type. Is having in data type or valid SQL data type. The function must return the data type that are valid SQL data type that cannot be PLSQL specific data type such as boolean, record, table. The same restriction apply to the parameter of the function. Okay, then the following restriction apply when calling a function in a SQL statement. In a SQL statement means in a select statement, if you call the function, so what kind of restriction you have to give? Parameter must be a positional notation. Okay, named notation is not supported. You must own have the execute privileges on the function. You may need to enable parallel enable keyword to allow the parallel execution of the SQL statement using function. Each parallel slave will have the private copy of the function in a local variable. The other restriction can on a user defined function include it cannot be called from the check constraint. So when you are using a function, it should not be called in a checked constraint of a create table or alter table statement. It cannot be used to specify the default value for a column. It cannot give a default value. Only store function are callable from SQL statement. Store procedure cannot be called unless invoked from the function that meet the preceding requirement. Just a minute. Function are called from select statement that cannot contain the DML statement. Function doesn't contain the DML statement. An update or delete statement on a table T cannot query the contain the DML on the same table. SQL statement cannot end the transaction. So when you are using SQL statement, that cannot end the transaction. So that is cannot be execute, commit and rollback operation. So additional restriction apply when the function is called from the expression. When a function is called from the select statement or parallel update or delete statement, the function cannot modify the database table. So when a function is called from a select statement or a parallel update delete statement, the function cannot modify the database table. When a function is called from an update or delete statement, the function cannot query or modify the database table. When a function is called from the select, insert, update, delete statement, the function cannot execute directly or indirectly through the another subprogram. Okay, when a function is called in a select statement, insert statement, update statement or delete statement, the function cannot execute directly or indirectly through the another subprogram. So in another subprogram you cannot use. a commit the SQL transactional control such as, so when a function is called directly indirectly through the another subprogram or SQL transactional control statement. What are the transactional control statement are available? Commit or rollback, session control statement like set role, system control statement like alter system, any DDL statement because they are followed by the automatic commit. Like we're using create or replace function dm call SQL. Okay, we're creating a function dm called SQL. Then this function is used to insert a record. Okay, so for inserting a record, we're using insert into employees table, employee ID, last name, email, hire date, job ID, and salary, system date. Then we're inserting a value. Then it is return the salary and added into 100. Now we're using update statement, update employee set salary equals to dm call salary 2000 value we are passing, where employee ID equals to 170. So when we are trying to update the record, it shows an error because in the we want to update the statement, and in the update SQL statement where we are trying to insert in the statement. So it is like a contradiction. We want to update, but we in the update statement we trying to insert a record. So where it shows an error, the named and mixed notation from SQL, PLSQL allow the argument in a subroutine call to specify using positional named and mixed notation. Okay, the PLSQL allow the argument in a subroutine. Subroutine means like you can say it may be a procedure. Uh, you can call as like function. The subroutine call to be specified using positional, named, or mixed notation. In the three way you call the function or procedure by giving a positional value or by giving a name notation or mixed notation. Prior to the Oracle Database 11g, only the positional notation is supported in call to the SQL. Starting from Oracle Database 11g, named and mixed notation is supported. For long parameter list with the most having default value, you can omit the value from the optional parameter. You can avoid the duplicating the value of the optional parameter at each call site. So for the duplicating checking means you can avoid the duplicate value by using of named mixed and notation. Okay, so how it is working? See that we're creating a function create or replace function f parameter in number default 1, parameter 5 in number default 5. So two parameter value we are passing here. Okay, then begin parameter 1 plus parameter 5 into 2. So if you notice here in the parameter 5 we are passing 10, but we are not passing any value to the parameter 1, so that the parameter 1 value is taken as 1. So by default it is taken as 1. The parameter value is 1. Parameter 5 value that we have taken as 10. 10 into 2 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. So it is written you 21. is the example. Then we are creating a function f. Then now we are calling the function. Then now I am passing here select f p underscore parameter underscore 5 10. Okay, finish showing the output. Clear?
Yes, sir.
The parameter 5 में 10 pass करे, so that 10 is initialized where? Initialized in the 5, and we are not passing the parameter to the parameter 1, so the default value has taken as 1. The 1 plus 5, parameter 5 is 10. 10 into 2 is 20 plus 1 21. Okay. Next part we cover in the next class.
Yes, sir.